All right, I'm gonna tear it up. All right, so we're back in the shop. Another fun day of dimpling and countersinking. That's right. It is the necessary evil. I always say this is the doldrums of building an airplane. It's not all fun and games. It's, so yeah. So today I'm in the shop. I am completing. Well, I'm gonna start the dimpling, finishing the whatever. I dimpled yesterday, but we have a lot of ribs that need to be dimpled. We have parts, sub assemblies that have to be countersunk and dimpled according to the plans. It's just not the outside skin. Right now I'm focusing on all the mating surfaces for the skins, getting those dimpled. And then there's internal structure that needs to get dimpled and countersunk as well. A lot of fabricated parts that need to be dimpled and countersunk, and nut plates put on, and just a bunch of stuff. We're not going to do the nut plates though because I still got to prime. This is all work that needs to be done before you prime. You shouldn't do it after priming because you scratch the paint, stuff like that. So today we're just going to be continuation of yesterday, dimpling and also countersinking. So how fun is that? So it is what it is. This is what building a plane is all about. Like I said, it's not all going in the ninth inning, right, and playing ball. It's all the work ahead of time. So, all right. Well, with that, you guys know the routine. Plane's not going to build itself, so I got to put the camera down and get to work. All right, YouTube. So I got everything dimpled. And if you guys remember where I redid this piece, which is this is the tie down, the rear tie down. I had to redo that one. So I got that one, I got that set and in there perfectly. All the parts have been dimpled per the instructions. I went through them. I found one, not mistake, but out of all the holes that I drilled, I found one that is missing. There should be two here. Should be two. And one is missing. So out of all the holes I had to drill, I missed one. Instead of putting it all back together, which some of you guys will probably want me to do that because you just mean that way. So what I'll do is when I put it back together, I will drill that out and then countersink it and everything at the end. But I missed one. I missed one. There should be two there at the back. And I did, as I was countersinking all the holes, I did look at them and everything. But like I said, I found one hole that I did miss. Everything else has been countersunk or dimpled. Had to drill this out using the that coney looking thing. I don't know what they call that thing, but step drill. This is where, like I said, this is where the bolt will go through for the tie down. Now I probably won't have a tie down, but I was reading you should have a tie down in the back because that actually protects the tail against tail strikes. That piece sitting out, that's sacrificial piece that if you did drag it across the ground, you would be dragging that, not your tail. So that was just some news. I did leave the nut plates in to tell me that those have to be nut plated because as I was watching the plane lady, which is another RV10 builder, she said that she forgot to do that. So had to take it out and do it. So I left those in there as a reminder. I did leave some pieces still together instead of taking them apart. I'll take them apart when I do the paint prep and everything. So we are ready to finish our deburring exercise and our paint prep. I do have the paint booth, which are in those two boxes right there. One is the booth that blows up and then the fans for it are right there. Right now we got a lot of wind. I don't know what I'll paint, but I've got easily another day to 2 days just getting everything ready for paint, prep, getting all the bluing off and such. And then, like I said, finishing up the deburring, the deburring efforts and stuff. So there's a lot there, a lot of parts. Yeah, it was interesting. But yep, we are done with all of our drilling, all of our dimpling, and all of our counter sinking. And what is next is paint prep, which, like I said, will take a good, I'm thinking 2 days, easily 2 days to get everything ready to go, if not longer. I have done a lot of the paint prep and deburring, but I'm going to go back over it again. Oh, one thing that I will tell you, when doing these long ribs or stiffeners, I did take this squeezer, pneumatic squeezer. I put it into my vise in this position, and you'll have to change the set accordingly to get it. So I set it in there just like that and gripped it down. And then I used my foot pedal on it, which is down there. So I put the foot pedal so that way I just lined them up. Now what I did is I orientated it so that way I always put the hole inside the male section here and then guided it up instead of trying to have this come up and thinking I hit the hole. Yeah, it just doesn't, makes me nervous. You guys will see there's a couple times before where I've had to do that on other parts, and yeah, you get real nervous with that because this thing will punch. And I will tell you, when I was doing this, I was watching this yoke. This is a solid piece of steel. I mean, this is steel. This thing was flexing. You can actually see it flex a little bit. And that just goes to tell you, you do not want to have your fingers in between there because you will definitely have issues. Yeah, I don't even think if you squished it, I think your finger's gone for the most part because there's just nothing they can do. Just turn it to liquid. So that's about it. That's all, like I said, deburring, a lot of deburring is now, has to be done on some of the parts and everything. All of these lightning holes need to be deburred. I already deburred the edges because working with this, that's a good point. Whenever you're working with sheet goods, go ahead and deburr the edges because those edges are like knives. And with you holding them and holding them in your hand and moving them around, that's like holding on to a very sharp knife. So go ahead and deburr all of your edges. Run them, use the quick deburr and get those edges taken down, and that will save you. I've yet to cut myself. Now that I said that, I probably will tomorrow for sure. But yeah, so that's it. That's where we're at. Tomorrow is EAA Club. So I'll be down there in Brooksfield doing that. And then, yeah, coming back and, yeah, getting the bluing, getting the parts prepped for paint. And as far as painting goes, I don't know if I'm going to paint them out here, move the car, set the booth up. I don't know. I have to ask the owners of the building. And the other thing too is that this is a storage unit and it causes a lot of tension. I've already had onlookers and stuff, but yeah, I mean, the good thing is that this unit was picked because of its security. It is right next to the video cameras right over there. I don't know if you guys can see them. So yeah, this has a really good video. Plus there's a couple of the motorhomes out there that have cameras in front of them as well. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do it here or if I'm going to put the pieces, box the pieces up and put them into, take them down to another location and blow it up there. I don't know yet. We'll just have to see. We will cross that road when we get there. So, all right. So enough of that and everything. Like always, leave a comment, concern, or anything in the comment section. I'll get back to you. And, you know, it's coming up on the weekend. Have a great weekend. Spend some time with your family, your loved ones. And, you know, like always, I can't stress this enough. May God bless you and your family.